What's up, everybody? This is Monkey Puzzle, and welcome to episode number 11, playing on the IronMine Olympus modded server. So I am over here in the desert, and I'm getting some resources. About halfway to my base that way is the place where I've got that Anki parked, where I've been harvesting the metal, and Bison and Ur turned me on to this little cave hidden out here. It's a pretty subtle entrance. You could easily pass by it and just think it's a rock formation. But inside here is quite a bit of crystal, which is way easier than going back to the Olympus mountain where I've been going to get it. And just so happens a level 300 vulture just came in here. I don't particularly want a vulture, but if I'm going to get one, a level 300 stuck in a cave, I guess, is the way to go. So anyway, I'm going to grab this vulture, I guess, and tame it up. And these crystal nodes that are in here, I've already harvested a bunch of them from right here. They're amazing. They're not your normal 300, or they're not your normal 15 crystal nodes. These ones, like, keep going and give you hundreds. It's stuck up in there. I'm just doing this with a regular pick. Nothing special. It's just the 100 melee damage pick. And I just keep going and picking these and picking them and picking them and filling up my bears. And these bears are amazing too. I've got them up to about 3,000 weight at this point. So these are the long haulers. And then you can see on here, on the way here, I ran into a couple death worms I was not expecting at all. And they said hello to me, and I said hello back. So yeah, oh, and there's these little tiny crystal nodes too. Give you less. These are, but they're still like 3 times what the normal crystal nodes give you. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this, getting some resources. Hello, vulture. You ready for some more? No. And I'm going to use this to, I think we started Steampunk last time, and I think this time we're going to start the Steampunk Drills, among other things. Because then I won't even have to do this gathering anymore, even though it's not too bad. And it's been cool helping me to explore the map and learn how to use some of the mods to do it. But I think I'm going to set up the Steampunk Drills with the drill bits. And then all this stuff will just be appearing over at our base for us. And then we can move on to the actual design of our new base. So I wanted to show you this. And yeah, this goes down a little bit more this way. A bunch of these nodes, so it's going to take me a while. Down here, there's a little water part, but it doesn't go much farther than that. And I don't think there's actually any crystal down there except these big ones, which of course aren't harvestable. Little texture issues here with these things. Some texture issues on this map in general, but I'm not complaining too much. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. There's something here that didn't make it too far. It's not having the same luck we are at surviving. Anyway, just wanted to show you this thing. And I'm going to finish the taming and the crystal harvesting. And then we'll meet back at my new base location. Alright, see you there. Okay, I'm back at my chosen base location here, my little lake on the plateau with a little donut of land around it, and I've got my little carousel of dinos going around with the Dino Patrol mod, going round and round. There's more and more of them, and they are definitely taking care of business here. It's pretty funny watching them go around. They get jumbled up sometimes, but they do pretty well. They don't seem to ever get stuck. I think part of the secrets is having some big dinos like the Rex or the Diplodocus, who can just break trees if they get stuck on them. And in the center here, I've got a couple Brontos, and I just bred them. Those were two 290s. Both of them I tamed because I was about to record, and they were stomping around right here. And I thought, well, I could either kill them or tame them, and either way will solve the issue. So, and two 290 Brontos taming is going to be something pretty magnificent once I breed that. Anyway, back over to the steampunk stuff. We started this last time, and I've been having these going. This one here, the metal blast forge, got a ton of coal in it, and I've got a good stock of smelted copper ore, and I've been also smelting all my metal ingots in here because I get so much more. And it also seems like this is its own metal ingot because it stacks much higher than the regular ones do. The regular ones, even with this Kato Kid stack mod, only go up to 500. And these, I haven't found the limit yet. And they weigh less, too. They only weigh 1/10 of each. Basically, each one weighs 0.1, which is really low. So I think Steampunk actually has its own metal ingots. Anyway, today we're going to make something that I've been wanting to make forever. I want to make these drills. And these drills basically, well, there's one drill engine, and then two different bits. And this one does rock and metal. And this one, the diamond tip one, I think, gets crystal, stone, and rare mushrooms. So, you know, by vanilla standards, these are very OP. We're going to put them down. They get fueled with gunpowder, and they're going to extract resources from the ground from us. So, for a modded server, though, I think that's pretty cool because I don't want to just play creative, you know, where you just can plop down as many parts as you want. I want to have to work for it to some extent. So this is a way to kind of have the best of both worlds, I think, of having resources that just kind of appear. You still have to craft the parts and such, and I still had to get quite a bit of stuff in order to get to this point. So anyway, I think I have the resources in here to do this. So I want to make 2 of these engines. So let's go ahead and do it. What's one? Okay, so I need more metal ingots for the next one. So let's pull up for another one. There we go. So we got 2 of those. Each of these takes 350 cementing paste, 100 copper plates, and 2,050 metal ingots. So now we need the bits again. So here is the rock and metal bit. Let's pull for that. And that's 150 paste, 50 crystal, 250 metal ingots. So let's make that. And then this is the one for crystal. So if this works well, I won't have to go back to that little cave and bring crystal over here again, even though I didn't mind. That was a pretty fun adventure. So there we go. So we've got 2 of the drill engines, and then we've got the 2 different bits. So that took quite a bit of resources, but it's going to bring quite a bit of resources back. And then we need the gunpowder to fuel them. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks. Can I move? No. Alright, let's put some back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm also going to do a little trick that Blindman taught me that makes these even more OP in combination with the S Plus crafting, the Structures Plus. So let me find a place to put these. I did watch someone showcase them once, and I know they're very loud and they're very polluting as much as you need to worry about pollution. In ARK, oh yeah, we've got the ARKaeology event going on. So we've got these little fossil piles going on too. So we'll play with that in a second. Why don't I go all the way over here? And I'm probably going to build a protective little house around them because things do get torn up here when these guys get into fights. I've got a feeding trough over there that is continually getting broken. So I'll put them over here. Hopefully they'll be all right. And yeah, I'll build a little metal house around them or something like that. So let's see. Let's put this down. I don't know. Let's put that here. And so let's put both of them down. They seem to go with the terrain, so let's kind of try to make them kind of straight, at least. So there's that one, and then let's put a second one. Straighten up here. Definitely go with terrain. There we go, that's not too bad. Okay, so let's make the first one here. Let's make it the cheaper one, the rock and metal. So put that on. And I've never used these, but I thought these snap on here. The bits is probably some finesse, or maybe do I have to put them in here? I thought they snap on. Yeah. Maybe it's something about how I place them. Maybe got to do it just right for them to work. But on this, okay, that one works. All right, so I guess that one's going to be the rock and metal. And let's see, can we pick this up? Yes, we can. So let's try to place it again. So I guess there's a little bit of finickiness about how it will allow the drill bit to go. And let's get the diamond tip bit. And can we put it on? Apparently not. So what's different? Let me try again. I think it just has to do with probably how this is angled. So we'll get this back. And it's nice that you can just pick them back up too. That is okay with me. Let's try it that way. And try again. There we go. Okay. So we have both of them. And these get powered with gunpowder. Now, Blindman did some research. And we're going to put 1,700 of this in here. So I want to get, let me see, that is, I need a 200 stack here. Here, we'll put that plus that, and then I'll need 13 more. So 5, 10, there we go. So 1,700. And what he figured out, okay, first let's check this out. So yeah, it is polluting and noisy, but it's doing the thing. Check it out. It is drilling, it's getting filled with metal, and it's getting filled with stone. So we have, basically, as long as we supply gunpowder, so there is a trade-off here. We're gonna, need to put spark powder and the and coal, charcoal, in order to fuel this thing. So I guess some of that stone is going to be going back into being the spark powder. Now there is a grinder, so I could turn some of that stone into flint and have it be self-fueling, hopefully. And we'll see how that goes. But the thing I was talking about with the 1,700 gunpowder is that with the S Plus demo gun, you can actually just pick up the drill bit and repair it that way. Otherwise, it would break and you'd have to make a new one. Now, they don't seem to use that many resources really, so you don't really have to do that. But if you want to maximize this and really get the full cheat out of it, that is the thing to do. So over here, we also want to put 1,700 gunpowder in this one. So let me go ahead and get that and see what that one does. So this is pretty fun. And what this is going to allow me to do basically is build very fanciful builds, which I'm totally down with. Because, yeah, I want to make castles in the sky. Okay, so that's 1,800. That is 1,650. So yeah, by putting 1,700 in here, apparently it's going to run out of fuel before the bit breaks. And then we will pick it up with our demo gun and replace it. So it'll make these even a little bit cheaper. Alright, so this one is getting crystal. Check that out. Oh, I love mods sometimes. We're still continuing on with our vanilla series, so I'm not done with my days of harvesting crystal. But for here, I'm going to love this. So I wanted to get these going with you so that I can go ahead and get them going and get them stocking up with resources. What I don't know if they do have is a way to empty these, but they have 700 slots. And with a stacking mod, even our modest stacking mod, that's going to fill with a lot of stuff. So we are set. So we got 77 metal and that one already. The animation of this is awesome. Good night, crackers. I'll see you next time. I already got 39 crystal. I've got 6 rare mushrooms. So yeah, this is amazing. So I wanted to get that started with you. And let's do one other thing over here. I still don't have that many bones here from the ARKaeology event. Oh wait, I put them over here. Let me say goodnight to crackers. Oop. But in here I've got the bones I've collected just incidentally. I haven't really been hunting for them. But I picked up and set the cooking pot back down again. And now these are the things you can make. So I'm not going to give a full review of the ARKaeology event right now. I'm sure you've seen plenty of people do it. But besides all these dinosaur bone skins that have existed for a while, we have 3 new creature skins: the Brachiosaurus, the Styracosaurus, and the stygimoloch. And so we can make those for 25 bones, 50 bones, and 100 bones. I'm not going to do this one because this skin, from what I've seen from people's videos, is not very well made. These both look pretty cool. This is the least expensive one. That's just 25. So let's do that. Because I've actually got a couple packies here. I'm using as anchors, as passive dinos for other dinos to follow. So it'd be cool to make them look fancier. The other thing I want besides the stygimoloch costume is the dilo mask skin. So I'm going to have to get up to 40 dinosaur bones for that as well. Which should I make first? I can make either one of these right now. I think I'm going to do the stygimoloch. So to make this now, we probably got to fire this up. So we probably need something like a little bit of thatch. Let's get that. And we may need to put some water in there too. Let's see what I got here. We got a canteen. So I actually have... I was going to say I've never made a skin in a cooking pot, but that's not true. I have done a little bit. I don't remember for what event. But let's light that. Oh, we don't even need water. Okay, and we can make all these different things, but not multiples. Alright, so we're going to do the stygimoloch. Let's go ahead and make that. So now we need 17 more bones in order to make the dilo mask skin. So that's pretty cool. So here we go. We've got that. So a lot of people were unhappy with this event. I never really expected much from it, so I didn't have the anticipation that a lot of people got from it. But I did watch Gigi Fizz doing a little analysis of it, and his speculation was that they are kind of hinting at a mechanic that's going to come with the Extinction DLC that's going to be kind of like what they're doing in the Jurassic World Park thing, where you have to dig up dinosaur bones and actually get them going from the fossilized DNA. And so this is kind of hinting at that. Of course, hopefully in Extinction, if that is the mechanic, they will be real creatures and not skins of creatures. But, you know, I'm cool. I get it. They can only do so much sometimes. So anyway, let's put this over in the costume. First, actually, let's take a look at it real quick. Your basic Packy Rhino. Let's go ahead and turn that off so it doesn't have the words in its face. So I've always liked Packies, but they do look a little diseased with all the horns on their face. Let's see what they look like now with this costume. Boom. Okay, yeah, so that actually looks better. Rather than just having random horns come out of their face, it's actually got a pattern now. It looks a bit fancier. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. It changed the color too, though. This one, let's see. It just changed it to a kind of beige and gray. Before it was kind of a purple and green, so I'm not a big fan actually of how it changed the color. I've got another one here. Let me see. This one's green and orange. Let's see what this does to this one. Yep, it basically takes the color out of them, but it does make them look a lot cooler. Well, there it is. We got a stygimoloch costume. Anyway, we should do probably a few more things in this episode. So give me a little bit. I'll come back. I'll probably have some more bones and we'll make the dilo mask. And I'll show you the progress of where these have gotten to. But it's adding up quick. Look at that. 387 crystal already. That's amazing. You know what I think we are going to need to make is the grinder. So maybe let's just go ahead and do that right now. So this thing has its own grinder. Let's see if I can even make it now. Steam grinder, industrial copper grinder. 800 cementing paste, 200 copper plates, 600 oil, 600 polymer. Can we even do that? I think the thing we're lacking probably is the cementing paste. Because we have, I think, all the rest of it. Do we have 200 copper plates here? No, we use those up. So yeah, let's make those. We're going to craft... What do we need? What are we missing? Smelted copper ore. Right, so we need to make 200 of these. So let's pull for that. And then we can just get these all going. Just hit A on all of those. And hopefully we'll have those pretty soon. I was stocking up with the glass panels because each of these not only takes copper ore, but it takes the glass panels as well. 2 copper ore and 1 glass panel. And then this also needs 800 cementing paste. So let's see how much cementing paste we have. I'm sure we can make enough. We just need 116 more, so that's not a problem. So let's pull for 200 cementing paste and go ahead and make that. So I'll meet you when I got all the stuff for this. Okay, it didn't take me too long, and I've got all the stuff in here. All this stuff except for these. These aren't necessary. These are refined oil. It's supposed to power some of the stuff, but I actually haven't found what they power yet. Anyway, let's go ahead and make this grinder and see what it does. It's going to take a minute to craft. Not a minute, but a handful of seconds. And there it is. We have the industrial copper grinder. Another expensive thing, but our ability to craft expensive things is increasing by the minute. Oop, and that's a pretty big thing too. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Where does that go on here? Oh, and it seems to snap to foundations. Man, I don't really have the space for this thing here. Okay, let me do a little rearranging. All these tails are knocking me around. Maybe we'll use this side. I'm going to move this and yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here and make a space here. I'll be right back. All right, I've got the space made for this humongous thing. My raft. I got to build my base soon because, yeah, I'm running out of space here. Especially if there's going to be more big things like this. So it's going to sit on top of my stygimoloch just a little bit. You got to get it kind of even. All right. I'm going to call that good enough. Whoa. Look at that thing. That looks like some kind of boat or something like that. All right. So let's look in here. And what can we do? We can make this out of stone. So we definitely are going to be able to make the spark powder. Oh, and you can make spark powder straight in here too. So yeah. Can we pull stone all the way from our drills now? Are we close enough? We could always move the boat, I guess, huh? Okay, so let's pull this right away. Oh, yeah, and we can do it. Excellent. Oh, we can make thatch from wood. We can make... So it does work sort of as like a chemistry bench and as a grinder at the same time. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it makes that. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some flint from the stone. Oh, we need to power it. So it requires gas. We've got gas. That's not a problem. So gas is right there. Let's get 5 of those. And let me just fire it up. And you guys don't need to see all this. You get the point. But there we go. We can make a bunch of that. So I don't necessarily want to make all of it. But yeah, it's the same thing. Every time I press A, I get 100 of them. So we can make like 500, or we could just make like 1,000. I think 1,000 is as much as you can make at once. So yeah, that's going to keep us in spark powder. So then to make the gunpowder to fuel the drills, we'll just need to be harvesting wood with the beaver. So we've basically reduced our harvesting for a lot of these materials, at least for the metal and the stone and the spark powder and the crystal and the rare mushrooms, to wood. So we still have to harvest something, but that's not too bad at all. Let's see how these have done in the meantime while I was making all that stuff. Can I look in here? Let me in. There we go. So I am now at about 659, 661. I guess it gets 2 at a time of metal. So we're cruising along here. We've used up a good percentage of the gunpowder, so it doesn't get a ton for the gunpowder, but it is pretty significant. And if it's self-powering, oh, and look at that. That crystal is awesome. We have more than 1,500, almost 1,600 crystal. Plenty of mushrooms for any mushroom needs we'll have. So that's fantastic. So we have a self-sufficient supply of those resources here in this space that did not have much of that. And we were setting up the Dino Patrol and everything to get it, but now it's going to be able to be processed, manufactured, obtained on site. This thing's cruising away, making flint and making spark powder. So that's amazing. And then in the meantime, while I was waiting for the materials to go, I went ahead and I got 17 more dinosaur bones. So let's light this fire and let's go ahead and make the dilo mask skin, which is my second favorite thing in here. And so the third thing that I actually want, the Styracosaurus skin, we'll just have to do next time. But there's the dilo mask skin. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Let's see, let's go over here. We're going to sign out by these things anyway, because these are too cool. That animation is awesome, especially how it like kicks up all the dirt and everything. So let's see, we'll get over here. And so right now we've just got our chitin helmet on. So let's put this on there. Oh boy. Look at that. Oh, that is awesome. That's actually a really cool mask. Let's see what it looks like out here. That's sweet. And it actually kind of matches my costume. I'm going to have to put some more of the orange or cantaloupe or tangerine, whatever is closest, little highlights into the rest of my costume here. And then they'll really set off with this thing. So that's pretty cool indeed. Well, all right, everybody. This is Monkey Puzzle. I'm going to call this episode to a close. So thank you for watching until the end of this one. We play around with all these fun mods, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.